Hello everyone, today I'm finally going to play the James Charles palette. I purchased this myself, so I had to wait for the second drop because I missed out on the first one. It sold out, and then it almost sold out on the second one, but I managed to pick up two, so I'm also going to give away one of these to one of you guys. All you have to do is comment down below and also make sure you're subscribed and all of that stuff. I'll put the rules in the down bar, but in your comment, make sure you let me know why you would love this palette. Please only enter if you don't already own it as well, because, you know, like, I want it to go to someone that doesn't already have it, if you know what I mean. I'm very excited for it to go because I feel like this is the most hyped palette of all time. Either this or maybe like Kylie Jenner's first eyeshadow palette. Like, it's very, you know, up there, very famous. I thought, why not try out the most hyped up palette of, like, well, especially like recently, you know. And also the most hyped up eye primer. So I'm gonna do one eye without primer and one eye with the P Louise base. Yes. Shaaanxo finally brought the most hyped up friggin' eye primer in the entire world. I finally purchased it because my friend Jar helped me pick my shade. So yeah, I got shade 2 and also one of the shade 1 just for if I'm like a bit paler or I want a lighter base. So I'll probably try shade 2 today. So I'm really excited to see what the hype is about. Basically, you apply this and you just don't set it and you put your color straight on top and blend it out. I'm very, very excited. I've heard amazing things. I think Nikki Tutorials did a video on it. I haven't actually watched it and I haven't really watched reviews on this product, but I've seen it so often all over Instagram. Like, everyone uses it, especially like a lot of these people that are amazing at eye makeup. I'm like, is this the secret? Probably not, but I'm gonna give it a go. I'm very skeptical. PLouise.co.uk. I'm excited. Let's open this sucker up together. The box is cute. Cute face. I ordered this off the Australia Morphe website. This is what it looks like. I like that a lot. It's huge. Not a huge fan of huge palettes. That's just me. I prefer palettes with, you know, like 12 shades, 18 even, 9. Like, I get very overwhelmed with palettes, but in saying that, let me have a look. Ooh. It's got the shade names on the plastic thing. I wish they were on the actual palette because I'm gonna check this out. You know how I said I don't love big palettes? Like, the one thing about this, which, you know, I've seen this online, of course. I actually feel like this one's not as overwhelming. Just the way the colors are arranged. It's not as full on as the other Morphe palettes, which is just like a jillion small eyeshadows and you're just like, eh. They all look the same. Like, this actually looks unique. There are different colors, like there are colors of the rainbow, there's neutral tones, wearables, color, like, you know. I feel like this is a much less overwhelming palette. You can see exactly what's here. You can see a lot of different combinations and you're not just going to gravitate towards the same color. Well, at least I don't think I would. I love these top ones up here. These ones look pretty. I haven't swatched any yet. We're going to do it together. Let's go ahead and do it now. I'm just going to swatch like 5 random ones on my finger. I'm just going to swatch once. Okay, here we go. So that's just like one swatch of each one. They're very pigmented. They look beautiful. So far, so good. I like Morphe eyeshadows. I haven't tried them a shit ton on my channel. I've used them a few times. Not as much as some other people. I guess I'm not an affiliate, so I'm not as inspired to do so. And like I say, I usually get very overwhelmed with the big Morphe palettes. I don't know, it's just, I look at them and there's just too much going on and all the colors seem to always blend into one to me. So I'm excited to try this one out. The quality does seem very good so far. I'm going to start with the P Louise base. Let's give it a go. I'm doing a first impression on my foundation, by the way. So yeah. By the way, if you see this like red line, it's because I put concealer under my eyebrow a little bit and I blended it out with a dirty brush, so. In this product, you get 15 mil. In this NARS one, you get 8 grams. In the Smashbox one, they don't even tell me how much you get in that. And then in the Fenty one, you get 8 mil as well. So you're getting double the amount of product almost in the P Louise one, which is very good. How about my favorite Natasha Denona one? You probably get like 1 gram in this. I don't even know. Yes, 1.6 mil in the Natasha Denona. The biggest ripoff of life, but this is my favorite primer. Yeah, it's a ripoff, but it is amazing. So I hope this P Louise one goes well for me. Let's blend this out. Now if you're watching this and you are a P Louise base expert, please let me know if I do anything wrong, because I'm just winging this. I'm blending it out the same way I blend out all my primers, which is with this. Usually I use this. This is the Dual Petal brush from Exo Beauty, made in Italy, and I just love using this because it's nice and quick and it spreads it out nice and like thin and evenly. So this color is like perfect. I feel like with this fake tan I've got on right now, it's very easy to blend. It doesn't seem to look chunky. It looks very smooth. It looks kind of like concealer. You know what? Should we compare it to concealer then? On the other side, I'm going to use Shape Tape. In this product, you get 10 mil, so still less. But I mean, I feel like a lot of people use this as a base. I don't necessarily, but a lot of people do. And a lot of you guys own this already at home. I'm just using a very similar amount, and I'm going to blend that. Very similar color as well. This color is in the shade Light. A little bit lighter actually than the P Louise, like one shade lighter. Okay, so that's both of those products blended out. The P Louise one definitely looks sheerer, not as intense as the Shape Tape. Shape Tape's thicker, a little bit chunkier, a little bit more cakey, still nice looking. They both look good so far. Okay, let's go. So I'm gonna start out with a firm blender brush, and I have no idea what even look I'm going for today. Maybe I'll go in with this like orange. I might mix in a little bit of the yellow. And I'm going to go straight into my crease. So the base so far is like pretty easy to blend on top of. I thought it would be very sticky and like hard to blend on top of without setting it, but it's actually really smooth. I'm not having any like skipping issues where like the shadow like goes all, you know, wrinkly or anything. Sometimes that happens with some primers, I notice. I'm just gonna add more of the orangey shade Alone just to intensify. Yeah, it's real easy to blend on top of. And the eyeshadow itself is blendable. I always have these random pieces of fluff on my makeup brushes. Every time. If you watch any of my tutorials, you'll probably see a piece of fluff just like appear when I'm blending. I literally just wash this too. Cool. So that color is beautiful. I love orange shades. Now let's go ahead and do the same thing on the Shape Tape. The Shape Tape I noticed is already creasing a little bit. Probably because it is a thicker kind of product, you know. It's concealer. I noticed that Shape Tape often will crease on my under eye area as well. So I always use such a small amount. I do like Shape Tape. It's not my favorite. I feel like I like it more than I used to, but this side is definitely a little bit harder to blend. Not a lot harder, it's still like relatively easy, but the P Louise is a lot like thinner and just more slick. Like it's easier, like you can actually feel the difference when you're like using your brush. This side is a little bit maybe tackier and it's just like gripping onto the brush hairs a little bit more, but in saying that, like I said, look, it still works good. So far, so good. I'm gonna pop back in here at the end of the day too and show you how my eyeshadow looks at the very end of the night at like midnight or so, and we can see if like one side lasts better than the other. So far I'm already preferring the P Louise. It actually looks smoother as well, like up close. I've got like texture on my eyelids like basically everyone does. It's just a part of skin, and I feel like this side actually looks more airbrushed, whereas this side you can see more of my skin texture. If I like make it dark and show you, I don't even know if you'll be able to see the difference, but hopefully this is the P Louise. It looks so smooth, and then this is the Tarte. What do you guys reckon? Can you see what I mean or nah? I don't know. Okay, next up, I'm going to take this shade right here. There's a little bit of powderiness to the eyeshadows. It's not like extreme. I'm not getting fallout yet. I'm gonna go on to the P Louise side first. I'm just gonna add this into my crease just to intensify and create a little bit more dimension. Very easy to blend. I like this shade. Let's just do a little bit of super dark color. I usually avoid colors like this because I'm like terrified that I won't be able to blend it well, but so far the blending is easy. Still having no issues with that. Let me know if you guys have this palette and let me know your review down below so that we can see everyone's opinions. Yeah, I'm finding this darker color harder to blend on this side. It's just a little bit more patchy, but we're just gonna keep blending. I feel like you can still get a flawless result, but this side's quicker. I can see why people like the base, like the P Louise one. It's very like fast. It's weird. Like it just blends out so easy. If you guys tried it before, let me know. I feel like I'm using more product and I don't know if that's a good thing, like on this side. But it still looks really nice, the outcome. It's just more effort. I'm just gonna add a little bit more on the P Louise side just to match the other one. Yeah, this side's so much easier to blend well. Why didn't I try this base before now? It's so smooth. My actual eye makeup looks airbrushed. Like the blending looks flawless. I do notice that sometimes like with some eyeshadows or some primers and stuff, like I can still get a little bit of a patchy finish. And like I'm just like, oh wow, like that's just life. Like in reality, we're not all perfect at makeup. Whereas this actually looks like Instagram perfect makeup. Like it's so smooth. I don't use any filter on any of my videos. I just feel like that looks so nice. I'm gonna try this base again with like a different palette too. Not today, but in another future video. Look at that. I didn't think it would be this good. Like I thought people were just talking shit, to be honest. I was like, how can a primer be that good? But you can notice the difference. This side is a lot harsher and it's just taking a lot longer to blend. It's crazy. I mean, like I say, it still looks good on this side. This side though is just like a different level. I feel like this one too, like I'm losing a little bit of the color intensity just in this area, whereas this side like has kept the color intensity all the way through. So I'm not having to like layer the eyeshadow so much on that side. This side I'm kind of using twice as much product and twice as much effort. Moving along, I kind of want to do a little bit of purple because this purple here is really screaming to me. It looks so pretty. So I'm going to use the P Louise base on the side with the other side of my brush. I'm just going to apply it straight to my brush and just kind of cut my crease out a little bit. I'm trying to do this and it doesn't work for me. It's a real nice texture too. Like it's not too runny and not too thick where it's like really easy to use. It doesn't goop everywhere, but it's also not like hard to blend, if that makes sense. Sorry, it's friggin' focus please. Okay, so while that's still a little bit damp, I know I'm not the best at cut creases. I'm just doing my best, guys. I'm taking the purple that we just looked at. I'm just taking it dry. This color's a little bit underwhelming. Maybe we'll take it wet then. Okay, I'm just using some setting spray. Kind of turning into a metallic-y, like liquidy look. Looks better. I'm really struggling with this shade, even with the primer. I'm getting fallout now because I've got so much of it on my brush. I'm not getting a very successful cut crease either. That's that. Let's try the other side. I'm just going to do the same thing and just cut out my crease a little bit with the Shape Tape. Taking the same color, I'm using the same brush so it's a bit wet. Yeah, it looks average on that side too. I'm not the biggest fan of the purple. I don't know why it's not working very well for me. I'm using so much of it too. It's a beautiful color though when you actually like get it to work. Like I love the kind of bluey reflect in it. Even on my finger it's kind of like this iridescent looking thing. I think it's just not the kind of color I was expecting. I'm going to wipe off that eyeshadow brush and I'm going to take the color straight underneath this like plum one and also a bit of this one too. Starting with the lighter one, I'm just going to like put that here. The mattes are definitely better in this palette, I think. Putting it kind of like on the ball of my eye. Like I'm overlapping the shimmery one a little bit just because I like this matte color better on both sides. You can see how well like the matte goes on. It's like super pigmented. Now I'm going to take the very dark like indigo purple and just apply that on the rest of my eyelid. And I'm going to take this shade again, this one, on my firm blender brush and just kind of like, I don't know, go over the edges. Because the cut crease thing is just not working out for me. What's new? You can see I've got a bit of fallout from that shimmery purple color. Not ideal, but oh well. Once again, I'm finding the P Louise side much easier to blend. And to be honest, like the side's usually the one I find easier to blend. Like the shape of it and everything. It's like a storm outside. What's new? Where is my summer? I complain when it's too hot. I complain when it's raining. I complain when it's too cold. I complain when it's windy. You can't win with me. I'm not gonna lie. So the side's much easier to blend. I'm just going to go in with the dark purple shade on the same brush and just kind of add some more of that intensity back in and also bring that through the crease a little bit. We're going bold today. I'm just absolutely playing with this palette right now because I just want to try out like different colors and stuff. I don't really know where I'm going with this look. I just feel like this side looks more put together. This side's a little bit more like mishmashed. I don't know if that makes any sense. I just feel like the color spreads easier or something. I don't really know what's happening. Now I'm going to take that lighter purple shade and just kind of add some more of that in through the crease. I might use some glitter today on my eye makeup just to like bring some shimmer in because I'm just not stoked with the one from the palette. I can see why there's like a lot more mattes. I like matte eyeshadow, I mean, don't get me wrong. But like, I don't know, the shimmer just kind of like was very underwhelming to me. I'm going to add the same color just underneath as well, close to my lash line. I haven't got primer down here, but it's applying really nicely still with no primer at all. Love this color so much. I'm definitely going to keep using this primer. I'm just using a clean brush. I'm just going to go over the edges just to make sure there's no like, you know, lines. I've got a lot of fallout. It's like sticking to this foundation I'm wearing, which is the Colourpop Stick Foundation. I will have a kind of like comparison. I'm using a Makeup Revolution one on this side and a Colourpop one on this side, so make sure you keep an eye out for it because I thought it'd be fun just to compare two drugstore foundations. But like eyeshadows are really getting in there. I should definitely have done my eyeshadow before my foundation today. I'm going to take the darker purple again and just run that also under my eye a little bit closer to the lash line. Just patting on some more of that lighter purple just on the ball of my eye. Yeah, the eyeshadow still looks really nice on the Shape Tape side, but more effort, and like I said, kind of like more like, I don't know, what do you guys think? I don't know, I'd like to hear what you guys think. I'm just adding some more of the brown color into my crease and stuff, just to get some more tonal variation because it's turned very purple. Now I'm going to use a pencil brush and I'm going to go in with this like light kind of like whitish goldish color and go into my inner corner Yeah, I'm not a fan of like the shimmers. Like I just feel like they're not intense enough. But that's just my opinion. Like everyone has different preferences for their shimmers. Some people like a metallic look, some people like a very soft shimmer. These are definitely more on the soft side in my opinion. And if you wet them, they just kind of go like liquidy. It's very pigmented though. So pigmented. I'm going to use some of this Jouer lip liner, but it's like a plum color. It's called Aubergine. And I'm going to use this on my waterline. You know what, let's use it on our lips too. It's like super dark plum color, as the name suggests, let's be honest. It's a little bit streaky, but maybe it's just because my lips are a bit dry. I don't know. I'm just going to do a winged eyeliner, mascara and lashes, and I will be right back. That's how it's looking so far. Okay, so I popped on the Illusion lashes and I used the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir mascara. I'm just going to use a little bit of this glitter, the Afternoon Delight size 3 by Lit. You can get them for a bit cheaper using Shaaanxo. That's your discount. These are really good glitters if you're looking for some eye safe glitters. They've got so many different colors. So this one I chose because it's very similar looking to the James Charles eyeshadow. And I think I'm going to put it on my inner corner first. Ooh, it's cool. It's got like a green reflect almost, and then just a little bit just up here, just to make it extra. Probably should have done this before the eyeliner, but you know what? It's fine. So as you turn your head, you can kind of see like the glitter. Ooh. So the palette, you know what? I like it. I don't like the shimmers so much, but I love the color selection. I'm glad there are a lot of mattes because I feel like I'll get a lot of use out of the colorful mattes. Sometimes it's hard to come across really nice colorful mattes. So I'm very happy I added this to my collection. It's definitely much different to anything else I own, which is a bonus because a lot of palettes just, you know, they come out and they're very similar these days. So I'm real happy about that. The shimmer, maybe next time I'll try it on top of like the bright pink or something and like layer them to try and make it more intense because it just wasn't really intense enough for me. I feel like it just disappeared after a while. And as far as the bases, I definitely love how the P Louise worked. I didn't expect for it to be that different, to be honest, but it definitely does just make your eyeshadows blend like a freaking dream. Like look how flawless those blending colors are. Does that make sense? No. You know what I mean? Compared to this side, the side's a little bit more muddy. You could say the side has more dimension almost because the colors don't blend into each other as nicely. This one, yeah, like you could just keep blending and blending and they just like smooth in together, which I really like. I love the way it looks and yeah. So I will definitely keep using that base. Both sides look nice though. Like you don't have to purchase it for good eyeshadow. I just feel like it was less effort than the Shape Tape. Shape Tape, remember, is a concealer. I just used it because it kind of reminded me of it. And also because the Shape Tape, I do see a lot of people on YouTube using it as a primer. So that's why I chose that. So let's finish off the rest of the makeup quickly. So I'm going to start with bronzer. I'm going to use my JLo Inglot one today because I don't really use this that often. Looks like this. It's a beautiful warm, you know, JLo glow color. I'm gonna use it with a detail fiber brush. Just buff this all over my high points, so like my cheeks. I love to put it down my nose. Of course, the temples and top of my forehead, you can see that color. It's just like, I don't know, quite a buildable, beautiful matte shade, which just gives you that right amount of dimension and like natural tan kind of look. I really like this. It doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. It just looks healthy. And then I'm going to contour as well, and I'm going to use my face definer brush for this. Just applying that under the cheekbone and blending it out. I'm loving this palette at the moment. And then to highlight today, I'm going to use my Golden Glow by L'Oreal True Match highlighter. So I'm going to use this in Forever. I'm going to avoid the darker color and just kind of blend together the gold and the peach. And I'm using a detail face brush for this. You know what? I feel like this is off because that like looks shit. Let's go with something luxe. This is the Dior Nude Air Luminizer in shade 3. Look at that. Same brush. And look how much better that is. The one I used before just looked powdery. It didn't look glowy from within or naturally anything or blinding. It was just like dusty and old. This is much better. So I'm just putting this like freaking everywhere basically. And for blush, I'm going to use this shade by Inika called Burnt Peach. I'm going to go back in with my detail face brush. I'm just going to aim on the peachier side. Just put that on my cheeks. Back into my blush, guys. Okay, now let's finish off these lips because they're looking a little bit patchy right now. I'm going to go in with the shade Redemency. It's a, ooh, I almost dropped it. Beautiful, like deep pinky plummy color. And it's matte. Oh, I love that lip combo so much. Oh, that's so cool. So you can see like the darker purple lip liner around the outside and the inside's like that. Ooh, I just smudged a slightly more pinky kind of tone. I feel a little bit weird with my hair up in this towel. I'm just going to do some setting spray and then I'm going to be right back. and show you guys how it looks with my hair done. Yeah, this is one of those situations where like you do your hair and everything and you're just like, oh, I love this makeup so much. Oh my god, I love this look. I think it's so badass and pretty. I love the colors. I'm actually kind of happy that it ended up quite matte with that glitter. I feel like that looks quite cool. Next time I wouldn't even bother putting on that shimmery color because I just love the mattes. So yeah, that is, oh, I need to like touch up that eyeliner though. Wow. I'm just using the Tartist one, by the way. That's what I used today. Gotta cover up that ugly glue. I'm really happy with how my makeup turned out. I like the palette. I mean, the shimmers not so much, the mattes, hell yeah. They blend really nicely. I think James did a really good job of choosing all of those colors. There's just a jillion different looks you could create with that one palette because there are like wearable shades. So if you don't really like color, you'll still get so much use out of this. That entire middle row with all the big shades, plus like these first 6, plus some of these ones down the back, like the gold and the maroons and stuff. Like anyone could wear those shades. And then you also have the opportunity to like do a pop of color on the lower lash line or a full-on rainbow look or a full-on colorful look. Whatever you want. I feel like this was very well put together. Love the shades. You can tell that a lot of thought was put into that. Yeah, just some of the shimmers, like, I mean, yeah, they're just not my favorite. Like, I wish they were a little bit more metallic or something, but once again, that's just personal taste. I prefer something super shiny for shimmers, but if you just like a little bit of a shimmer, then it's perfect. It's probably more wearable that way. So yeah, I do like this. I do like it, and I think I will get quite a lot of wear out of it, once again, because of all these bright shades, and it's really hard to come across really nice blendable, like matte, colorful shades a lot of the time, so I'm pretty stoked. Let me know what you guys thought of this video and if you'd like more videos like this. And don't forget to thumbs up and subscribe if you did enjoy this video. I'd really appreciate it, and it really helps me get my videos out there. Don't forget to check the down bars so you can see how to win your own James Charles palette if you don't own one already. I would love to gift it to one of you guys. And yeah, I hope you liked the look, and I hope if you do have the James Charles palette, you can find a little bit of inspo in this eye makeup look and try it out for yourself, and make sure you tag me in your pictures if you give it a go. Hey guys, so I haven't touched up my lipstick or makeup or anything all day. I took off my falsies and just, you know, reapplied a little bit of eyeliner, and this is how the eyeshadow looks at the very end of the day. So I zoom in. The Shape Tape side is kind of creased a little bit where I put the glitter. The P Louise side looks a little bit better. I definitely think this side's faded a little bit more than the P Louise side. This still looks absolutely flawless, just the eyeliner and everything's a little bit dodge. So there you have it. I really like it. Talk to you guys in my next video.